Hey guys, Kakarot197 again, this time with a review of the 1/144 scale real great Freedom Gundam from the Gundam Seed and Gundam Seed Destiny series. And judging by the comments made on most YouTube videos, a mobile suit you either love or hate. Well, for me, there are parts I love about the mobile suit, and there are also some parts I don't really like that much, even though they mostly have to do with the pilot. So yeah, normally I don't take a look at the box, but yeah, it's a real great. I just have to take a look at this really nice box. First of all, some really nice box art, a really nice glossy box, and of course, when you open it up, some of the other scales on the side. Also, this is glossy. So 144 high grade, the SD, Gunpla perfect grades. Of course, there's no perfect grade of the Freedom, so they just took the Strike Freedom and the Strike Gundam. Of course, they could have just put the 160 scale Freedom on there. Guess they forgot that. Master grade and more Gunpla logos. Also, unfortunately for this review, the English text here is in perfect English. I don't like that. It's fun to poke fun at English. Also, something kind of unusual, some advertising in it. Of course, a little booklet for the upcoming remaster of the Gundam Seed series on Blu-ray. More on the anime series, advertisement for the new models, more advertisement for the new models, comparisons, and a little ad for Hobby Japan issue of April 2012 for the Grand Slam sword. Yeah, we'll see soon enough how these remasters stack up against their older ones. In a few days, I'll be putting up one myself. And this is one thing I'm really excited about, but also disappointed. I mean, there's a new feature called Gunpri. Basically, you can have one of the designs of the master grades printed on either a shirt, a towel, or a wall scroll, and you can just have it printed on it and probably shipped to you as well. The only problem is I'm pretty sure it's probably gonna be for Japan only. I mean, the shirt is like 4,000 yen, and wall scroll and towel are 3,000 yen. So actually, I really hope they will do this offer for the rest of the world. But that's enough talk about that, and let's get on with the model itself. And man, this is a surprising model. Every time Bandai puts out a new real grade, they just increase it so much. I mean, it's really shocking how good they do it. I'm pretty sure that within a few real grades, I mean, there's probably hardly going to be anything left to improve on. For example, the front skirts here are now, the peg that connects the front skirts to the rest of the body are now part of the skeleton, so no more popping off. Something that plagued pretty much all the other real grades. So, for colors, you have 2 shades of white, 1 shade of very, very dark blue. Guess you can see on most of the body. And also red, some lighter gray, and of course 1 shade of the dark blue, just not as dark as the other blue. So there's only 2 shades of white. Of all the other colors, there's just 1 shade. But I should point out that these railguns have some really nice colors. I mean, the way they put these colors on is really nice, I think. So for stickers, there are a lot of stickers. Of course, you get 2 options for the eyes. You can choose. You have this little part for the eyes, and that's the part without the eyes, and then you can put the eyes on afterwards, so it gives them more of a 3D experience. And of course, various marking stickers and stuff like that. E.T. Of course, you all know that alien. No, of course, of course, that stands for Eternal. Also, when I first pulled it out of the box, I looked at it like this, and it said LOL. And some more stickers. As you can see, a lot of stickers, and I haven't bothered to stick them on because it just takes so much time to put the panel lines on. Really a long time. So for articulation, head goes up a lot, oops, and will pop off, head goes down. Ugh. Yeah, it can pretty much turn around all the way if you're careful. Yeah. It's just this back color that makes it really difficult to move. The arms, well, the arms themselves will go up about that far, and then there's an extra hinge here, so they can go up that far. The only problem is, little panel here doesn't want to go down by itself, so you'll have to manually do that. Not a big deal, and probably something they can't solve because it's so small. Arm will turn around below the elbow. Double jointed. Ugh, below the shoulder, I mean. Elbow is double jointed. If you move the wing out of the way, we'll turn around all the way. And of course, we'll move out quite a lot. The hand will, of course, wiggle. And these are the super articulated, real great hands, so we'll flop up all the way, flop down all the way. Fingers are articulated at 2 joints, here, here. You can easily make a fist. Of course, separated index finger and a movable thumb, only articulated at 1 point, unfortunately. Now, waist articulation is really nice. Forwards, backwards, and also side to side. And we'll of course rotate. Oof, that didn't sound too good. It will rotate around all the way. Now for the legs. Well, the legs have really nice articulation. The only problem is these railguns get in the way. If it was for the railguns, they'd move out all the way, so yeah, it is just as much as the railguns move out. If you would remove the railguns, they go up. Yeah, he could do a grande car. Yep. Legs go up really far. Knee bends at 2 joints, and of course a little bit of separation here. Also, this little panel here moves, and the thruster here moves as well. The back, of course, the back skirt will also move somewhat, giving the leg really nice articulation. You do have to move it out a little bit, but really nice articulation nonetheless. The feet will go a lot side to side. Down, of course the toe will also go down, and will go up a little bit less. Now, of course, these railguns move out like that. A little handle pops out and can be held by the hand. So it goes out really well and goes in and goes back in really well as well. And now, of course, for the main event of this mobile suit, the wings. And man, those rule. So the wings will, of course, move side to side, and they can flap around a little bit. We'll turn around somewhat until it hits the arm. You're not gonna go. Well, yeah, no. You can't really get any further than that. like that. Now, of course, the wings will also separate. These panels will move out a lot. Of course, I suggest you only do it like this, because if you do it too much, it will look a bit weird. Separate, not it. This panel can also move. Oh, wait. This panel also moves a little bit. I should notice that over time these might get a little bit floppy. But then what you have to do is just push it in really good. I've had it a few times that this gets like really floppy, that simply can't stay up, but it's just that this panel here comes a bit loose. The fit isn't all that great, so it's really easy to resolve. A really nice feature, something not even a master grade can do, is even more separation here. And all of the wings can do it, so that's really awesome. And of course the railgun will move out. So you can point it forwards, or oops, there's also a little joint here, so you can move it sideways like the master grade. This of course means that you can put them in the full burst mode, just like you can do with the master grade. A really nice feature, and I'll show that off after I've gone over the rest of the accessories. So these wings. Now, as cool as these wings are, they're also kind of problematic, because now you can see that the Freedom is standing straight just fine. Problem is, yoink. Yeah, these wings make the mobile suit kinda back heavy, so the only way you're gonna be able to display the Freedom without a stand is with the wings sideways like this. And yeah, you can put them at a little angle, but if you like, angle it a bit forwards. But yeah, you should buy a display base if you want the Freedom to be put in any other pose than this. Of course, it comes with a little connector so that you can connect it to a stand. Now, of course, the Freedom also comes with a few other accessories. Oh yeah, forgot one little thing. These tiny little thrusters here, I'm not sure if you can see them, these here, they move a little bit up and down. Not a lot, but it's something not even a master grade did, so it's really nice that the real grade does it. So, onto accessories. Of course, you have the beam rifle, movable handle, a clear scope here, and a dedicated holding hand for it. So something the older rail grades didn't have, this guy does have. Of course, you can put it in one of the other hands, but it was always a bit finicky. So it's really nice to give you a holding hand for it. Of course, it comes with its shield. Well, the only problem with the shield is that this little hinge here is very weak. So the shield won't stay up only with this hinge. Of course, there's also a handle here, and you can see these other holes, so you can connect the handle in each one of these holes. Of course, you can also disconnect it and make it flat like that. However, because of the way, because this hinge is so weak, I suggest if you want the Freedom to hold it, plug it in like that, and also have them hold it with the hinge. Especially in more dynamic poses, the shield is really gonna suffer from it. So first put it in the arm and then slide it in the hand. It's connected to the arm with a little peg here, so it will go on both arms. Unfortunately, this I think it's like somewhat of a gap to look through. This will not fit on the other part because it's molded with the rest of the shield, so that's something the Masquerade can do. Also, the beam rifle, sorry, the beam rifle does come with a little peg here, so it can be mounted on the back skirt. Problem being, you have to make sure that the wings and all the rest is out of the way, so that it will fit like that. And of course it also comes with the beam sabers. And they can be simply put together like this. Click. And they're really sturdy. Well, as sturdy as you can expect for a 1/144 scale, of course. And of course it also comes with two very nice translucent beam sabers. Of course, these are the 1/100 scale master grade ones, not the standard 1/144 scale, which makes it all the more impressive. Of course, there are little pegs on it to make them fit on the hands. Yeah, of course now the wings get in the way once again, so I'll just separate it to make my life easier. Yeah, there we go. As always, it's a bit finicky, but they're a really solid fit. Also, another little troublesome thing is getting the beam sabers back into the skirts. Whoops. And as you can see, it's a very tight fit. Yep. You don't just put it in here, but you have to like really make sure it's slotted in there. So there we go. And of course you also get some extra hands. Once this guy wants to stay up, that is. Come on, I know you can do it. There we go. Of course you also get two of these closed fist hands. And one open left hand. I think this is probably for like when when he like rushes to place the life pod to save her. I guess that was with his left hand, like, no, something like that. I mean, a really cool feature that they included it. And now, of course, what you've all been waiting for, the full burst mode. So, let's swap the hand. Yeah, something you should pay attention to when you change the hand is that this little, where we go here. This little panel here is not connected to anything, so when you swap out the hands, it's probably gonna fall off, and you might have a hard time finding it again because it's really small. So just be careful about that. Railguns. Got really smoothly. Now there's one thing I never really understood about the full burst mode, and that is like when Kira deploys it, he's generally like in the middle of all the enemy mobile suits that are flying around, and then he suddenly deploys all of his weapons, which literally takes seconds to deploy. So I never really got it. Why did no other mobile suit fire at him while he was doing it? I mean, shouldn't he be a bit more careful when he does it? Like, seriously. I mean, the Freedom, I know the Freedom has phase shift armor, but That only protects him against ballistic weapons such as bazookas and machine guns. But pretty much every mobile suit at the time the Freedom is launched has energy weapons and beam weapons and stuff like that, or gas cannons and stuff like that, so why was he never ever shot down? I mean, really, there must have been one mobile suit that had the great idea, like, hey, he stands still for a few seconds, maybe I should shoot him. Oh, wait. I totally forgot that this is Gundam Seed, and any Grunt-type mobile suit that faces off against the Freedom or any other main Gundam mobile suit will, of course, be rendered immobile by some weird magic employed by the Gundam mobile suits. I, of course, well, because I've reviewed so many gems, I was under the impression that Grunts could actually do something. My bad. Oh yeah, something I pointed out a while ago is that sometimes these things will go a bit flappy. So, what you have to do is just give it a good push. And as you can see, now it's a lot better. Also, I should point out that thanks to the full blast mode, of course, a lot more of the weight is going to the front, so it's a lot easier to balance him. And of course, if you really want to make sure that he won't fall over, simply the action base. Make a little action base, pop it on, and on it goes. That was harder than expected. Well, it probably didn't help that I put the peg the other way around. Either way, I should point out that it only works with the small action bases. The big action bases have the wrong connection. They need a peg to put it in. These have a peg. So, yeah, if you have a big one, tough luck. Of course, you do get connections that will fit it, but not one that's included with the model kit. So, now the Freedom's here in all of his full burstiness gloriness, ready to be shot down by a Grunt that has the great idea to fire back. Either way, the inevitable question is, do you want to buy this? Well, this guy retails for around 2,500 yen, 25 euros, a bit more than $30. So that's a great money value what you're getting here. I mean, this is without a doubt one of the best real grades I've built so far. And the only ones I haven't built are Sharazaku and the normal Zaku, so really, this guy is awesome. Really, it's just awesome. If you're a fan of the Freedom, then you... No, wait. I got to rephrase this. If you do not have this model, you are not a true Freedom fan. I mean, this is without a doubt the best Freedom there is. Well, the best normal Freedom, excluding the Perfect Grade Strike Freedom, of course. I would suggest buying this even over the Master Grade Freedom. I mean, the Master Grade is 4,500 yen, and this machine has... Actually, it looks better than the Master Grade. Also has a bit more of articulation and gimmicks, because the separation of these parts here, the Master Grade cannot do this. Also, the little thrusters at the back do not move in the Master Grade, so... I mean, it's 2,000 yens cheaper than the Master Grade. It's also a bit smaller, but still, it does more than the Master Grade. So really, there isn't really a lot of debate. It's the best real grade, it's the best Freedom. If you like the Freedom, stop watching and buy this. I mean, why didn't you pre-order this? And why are you even watching my review then? Now, for real grade fans, once again, get this model. If you like the real grade line, you'll be overjoyed with this. And also, it's just a great money value. I spent more than a week building this guy with panel lines and stuff, and I haven't even applied the stickers. if you need something to keep your hands busy for a reasonable price, this is without a doubt what you want to get. I mean, really, there aren't a lot of reasons not to get this machine, unless you like really have something against it, or if you dislike maybe its pilot, or perhaps one of the series it appeared in. Either way, I'd say get over your bias and really buy it. It's an awesome model kit. I mean, especially if you compare it with the old Freedom. Yeah, sure. Not really a comparison. I mean, this is supposed to be all blue and this is supposed to be all white. Oh yeah, the arms here are from Saigu. I had it displayed as this, with parts of this Saigu, and I kind of lost his arms, I think. I mean, really, there isn't any comparison. This is 1,500 yen. That's like $12 difference between these two, and look at what you're getting. I mean, seriously. No comparison whatsoever. This is really in a league of its own. So yeah, that's all for this review, and see you at the next one.